97 ZOK. It's the Steve Shannon Show. Premiering on TBS, Rat in the Kitchen. A little bit more than a traditional cooking show. It's a competition, but it's different. And hosted by iconic roasting queen and comedian and Rockford native, Natasha Leggero. Good morning.
Is this Steve Shannon?
It is.
Have you been the host of this show for a really long time? Because I feel like I remember your name from my childhood hosting a radio show. Is that rude?
Hey, you know what, though? If people say that all the time about, does it make you feel old? Like, well, at least I'm alive.
No, you sound young, to be honest. But am I right?
Yeah, this next month I'll have been here 27 years.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, you sound like a very young man.
Well, you sound like a very young woman. Look, we're just going to compliment each other for the next 10 minutes, if that works for you.
Sure.
Now, you grew up in Rockford, but I wish that we had had a chance to be in the same room. We've talked digitally before, and we tried to put something together to talk on the show once. So I'm really thankful that we're having this time this morning.
Good, me too. And when I'm back in Rockford and, I get to play the Coronado Theater, maybe we could, or maybe I'll just be at LT's. Depends on how many seats I can sell. Is LT still a thing?
No, but it was the thing for a long time. Yeah, it's a VFW now.
Well, maybe I'll be playing the VFW, but I'll shoot for the Coronado.
If Rat in the Kitchen doesn't work out, there's a VFW gig waiting for you here on South Alpine, Natasha.
Hey, I'm there.
What is this show, Rat in the Kitchen? Tell me about it.
Okay, so Rat in the Kitchen it's kind of like part cooking competition, but then also part whoddunit, almost like a Knives Out or a Clue. So Each episode, there's a handful of chefs, and they're all, varying degrees of, there's like amazing home chefs, there's people who own their own restaurants, and they're all competing together, like working together to try to impress this amazing chef, Ludo, who he's got Michelin stars. He's this French chef. He's got a bunch of restaurants in L.A.
Okay.
But what people don't know is who is the rat. So a rat has been chosen the night before, and the rat is, working with all the other chefs to try to sabotage the dishes as they're presented to Chef Ludo. But no one knows who the rat is, including me and Ludo. So, the team is supposed to be working together, but there is one person who's like trying to mess up everybody's dishes. So
okay,
and then that's how the money goes. Like, so if the team presents a dish to Ludo and it's disgusting and he throws it in their face, then the rat will win that round, and then they'll get the money. And then if it's delicious, then the team won and the rat unsuccessfully sabotaged the dish.
Would Chef Ludo really do that? Like toss it back in someone's face?
Well, he is very serious about food, and he's a Frenchman, and he's serious, and his striving for excellence in the kitchen is unparalleled. So that kind of energy is very unique.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And then I'm kind of there to just diffuse it and make jokes, which is fun. I definitely can't cook. No one wants my cooking.
There isn't one dish that you can do?
I'm good at toast. Someone did teach me how to roast a chicken once, and I can do that. That's pretty easy. Although Chef Ludo taught me a trick from doing this show, and the trick is instead of olive oil, salt, and pepper, you put just like slabs of butter underneath the chicken skin before you roast it. And
what?
That's it.
Butter is one of those things that makes everything. It would taste good on a stick. You know what I mean?
I know. Chef Ludo's so funny because I was like, you can't just tell everyone to cook with more butter. And he's like, just get on Lipitor. That's what I do. But he's serious.
Natasha Leggero on the phone with us this morning. Rockford native, her latest project called Rat in the Kitchen with this East High graduate. E-Rab in the house.
I went to East. I went to St. James. I went to Spring Creek. I went to Auburn. I went to Boylan.
Wow.
I didn't want to go to Catholic school, so I went to Boylan for a year.
Right on. Do you still have family here?
My mom lives there, yeah.
Okay. When you left Rockford, like what pulled you out? What did you leave for? Like how old were you? Tell me that story. Do you have time to do that?
Yeah. So here's one memory I remember. I don't think it's called this anymore, but there was a grocery store on Rural called Highlander.
Yeah.
I was a checkout girl in addition to like I had 2 paper routes, and I mowed lawns, and I worked at the Jewish Community Center. I was very enterprising. I had like many jobs. But that was one of my jobs at the grocery store, and I just remember looking at the clock of the grocery store and trying to like guess like when my life would start. Like I just remember like just being very like I just wanted to like I wanted to be in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nothing against Rockford, but I wanted to go where like action was.
Yeah.
But then I would get excited when Rick Nielsen would come in to the grocery store. I remember I would be like. I would see him about to wait in line, and I would, like, let the other person have all their groceries for free just so he would, like, come in my line. Because I was like, oh, someone else who, like, got out, and, like, maybe he can talk to me about it.
Have a fantastic day, and good luck with Rat in the Kitchen, all right?
Wake up in the morning.
The Steve Shannon Show on 97 ZOK.